This presentation will cover the effects of the decline of western honeybees and decreased pollination has on environmental sustainability. The western honeybee is a keystone species that plays a vital role within the environment and is in decline in many countries. The United States reports that since 1962, there has been a decline of 90% of bee colonies per hectare of crops that require bee pollination. Declines in pollination would have drastic effects on the environment, with other ecosystem services and wild habitats depending directly and indirectly on western honeybee pollination. Multiple resources were used when conducting research. A Boolean search connecting keywords such as western honeybee, ecosystem, pollination, and biodiversity was performed through Google Scholar and the Curtin University Library. The search for credible information proved challenging and time-consuming due to having to sift through articles and websites to find information that was unbiased. There are many factors contributing to the decline of the western honeybee, including diseases, pests, and pesticides. Pesticide use is the most debated and controversial cause of decline, with several countries banning or restricting the use of some agents. Insecticides, predominantly neonicotinoids, pose the greatest risk globally to honeybees. In small doses of exposure, a honeybee's health substantially declines, as well as their efficiency to forage, where exposure in large doses can be fatal. Fatalities can be linked to diseases and pests such as the American foulbrood, the small hive beetle, the tracheal mite, and the varroa destructor. The parasite most detrimental to honeybees is the varroa destructor. This parasite can be found living and feeding on adult honeybees and in developing larvae and pupae. The varroa destructor affects the hive by passing on viruses and causing malformation and weakening of the honeybees, causing a breakdown of the colony and ultimately death. Pollination is where pollen is transferred from the male stamens to the female pistils of flowers and plants, allowing fertilization to occur. Pollination is a keystone process vital to natural terrestrial ecosystems, with 80% of flowering plants relying on cross-pollination to thrive. It is an essential service that allows plant reproduction and food production for animals and humans. Honeybees, through seed dispersal and pollination, ensure the ecosystem is maintained by providing a food source and habitats for many other species. Decreased pollination would create a flow-on effect in the ecosystem, where plants and flowers would decline, causing herbivorous animals to starve, and in turn, so would carnivorous animals, potentially wiping out flora and fauna in the surrounding location. This issue has potential to create problems on a worldwide scale. Although the western honeybee contributes to biodiversity through its ecosystem services, plant biodiversity in turn supports the health of the honeybee, providing the colony with vital amino acids. Therefore, these vital ecosystem services are the key to sustainability of the ecosystem's environment. There is no simple answer to stopping the decline of the western honeybee. Considering there are multiple factors causing the decline, there cannot be one solution. Addressing each problem specifically is required. By reducing the use of pesticides and planting bee-friendly flowers, bees would be provided with a safe abundance of flowers and plants to pollinate, biodiversity would be maintained, and honeybee health would be strengthened. A project such as this can be linked to the Australian curriculum at the Year 4 level. Students can achieve outcomes such as understanding the life cycle of living things and how they depend on each other for survival, as well as the effects their actions can have, be it good or bad. Students can learn how all life forms are connected through ecosystems and how they depend on their well-being for survival, as well as designing action for sustainability through evaluating past practices.